Hello, as we move on in 2021, we're heading into August, and this is my roundup of the current property market, just for all those who follow what's going on locally and are interested in what is happening with the housing market. So we continue in a very buoyant housing market. There are lots of people looking for that perfect forever home who have been sat at home during lockdown and they've decided that now's the time to move. They're gradually getting to that point and demand still remains high. There was a change in the end of the stamp duty on the 30th of June for homes valued at £500,000 and less. And that actually finished on the 30th of June, and that did see a 9% dip in demand for those properties. But we continue to remain strong, and there is still a stamp duty holiday up until the 30th of September for homes valued up to £250,000. So there is still time, if you are looking at a home up to £250,000, to get through before the exemption of the stamp duty stops. Bear in mind, if you're a first-time buyer, you do have an exemption up to £300,000 beyond the stamp duty holidays. So it's a good time to look at buying if you're a first-time buyer. You've maybe been in rented, and now's the time for you to step onto the housing ladder. If you're in a good position, such as a first-time buyer as well, where you've got nothing to sell, you are very attractive to lots of home sellers, as many people are stuck in chains because the supply is so low. Just to give you an idea of the current housing supply compared year on year, so the average demand for houses compared year on year this year is 80% higher than it is normally. And then we look at the average housing stock is about 25% lower nationally. So across the board, so you imagine that there's 80% more people looking, there's 25% more stock. That is what is driving the house prices at the moment. But there are still good buys to have. You just need to make sure you're in a very, very good position. I'm seeing lots of home sellers having a challenge of, great, they've been able to secure a really good price for their home, some aspirational prices, but you have to then decide if you can facilitate that move. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? Because the opportunities for you then buying onwards are limited, and a buyer who's interested in buying your home is obviously going to want to buy it and move into it. So, you know, that is becoming a problem. So people are selling their homes absolutely fine, but not being able to buy something else. There is more good news for Yorkshire particularly. So the national average of house price growth in the UK in 2021 currently stands on average at 5.8% across the country. So your house is worth 5.8% more than it was in 2020, and in Yorkshire it's actually standing at 6.8%. And you can understand why so many people would want to move to our beautiful countryside locations, and why they would want more space around them and to be in a beautiful part of the country. So that's really good. If you own a family home in North Yorkshire or Yorkshire at all and you're thinking of selling, then it is a really, really good time. Again, you know, putting aside the challenge of being able to buy something else. So if you are looking at selling, or you're thinking, I'm not really sure what to do, and you want to have a chat about it, give us a call. We would absolutely love to have a conversation with you about the experience we're having at the moment, about the influx of buyers coming from out of the area, and there's lots of opportunity for people, and there are options. Even if you can't find something that you want to buy, there are other options for you, financing options, you know, perhaps going into rented and things like that. But and also there are buyers that are prepared to wait. We have several buyers at the moment who've offered, secured a property, happy to proceed through the legal process and wait for the seller to find something. You know, obviously there is going to come a point when that buyer is going to want to be in, but they are prepared to wait a period of time. I hope that has been useful, and if you're thinking of selling, or if you know somebody who's thinking of selling, or you want to discuss it, or you're looking at buying and you just need some advice about how to do that and what happens next, please get in touch with us. We are, you know, you don't have to be buying a house from us, you don't have to be selling a house through us. We would be delighted to help you in any way that we can. And give us a ring at any time, and we'd love to chat. So anyone that's having a holiday in August, hope you have a fabulous time, and we look forward to speaking to you very soon.